During a recent recording session for the Global Missions podcast, one of our guests shared a story about when, as a young businessman, he was encouraged to give all of that up for Jesus and to go and serve as a missionary. Certainly, God does call some people to set aside their careers and to serve Him as a religious worker. But are we also considering the important question of how those very careers and skill sets can be used to actually advance God's purposes in global missions? Sometimes we refer to these teammates as bi-vocational workers. So what do we mean by this? Well, bilingual, 2 languages. Bifocals, 2 lenses. Bivocational, doing 2 things at the same time. This means the intentional alignment of a career or business plan with a ministry plan so that they're integrated together to accomplish kingdom purposes. We're increasingly building bivocational workers into our ministry teams through SEND. Here's some of our reasoning. Number 1, bivocational work allows for the celebration and leverage of different talents and skills and training and career sets that religious workers won't necessarily have available to them. Number 2, bivocational workers bring very concrete value-added contributions to their community. By being hardworking, faithful employees, they have a testimony before their supervisors and their coworkers, and there's the opportunity for natural relationships and credibility to grow up. Finally, it often helps offset the financial costs, and missionary workers don't need to raise as much financial support because there's another employer who pays some or even all of their salary to live in that context. Like all other models of cross-cultural ministry, bivocational work is not without its challenges, and it's not the right solution in every situation. Nevertheless, we are working to expand and strengthen our bivocational ministries, especially as we seek to be salt and light in places where overt religious ministries are not welcome. So let me ask you, do you or someone you know have a talent or skills and training or expertise that God could use in a missions context? Are you a student who's investing in your education and training and God could use that somehow? Will you pray about how God could take your readiness and use it to advance His kingdom purposes, short-term or long-term, for His glory? Finally, thanks for praying with us and for our organization as we continue to learn and grow with this highly potential model for ministry. And please do give us a call or write if we can ever be any help or encouragement to you along the way. The episode of the Global Missions podcast I mentioned earlier was entitled Understanding the Basics of Business as Mission. Larry Sharp helps us understand some of the potential of this type of ministry as we use it all for the glory of God.